At the Chicago Botanic Garden, where you've got some confused plants. Right, Mike? Yeah.
I'm telling you, strange sights out here at the Botanic Garden for January. In a moment, we're going to talk with Heather back here a little bit about it. But I asked Jackie, our photographer today, to show some of the things out here at the Chicago Botanic Garden that are unusually early in blooming right now, or at least budding out. You can see some of the violas out there, nice purple-colored flowers. We've also got buds, which look like they're ready to open up on plants like the magnolias and on the lilacs out here. And Heather Sherwood, horticulturist. Do we need to be alarmed? People are bombarding me on Facebook saying, this is terrible, my plants are going to die. It's not true, is it?
No, it's not at all. The plants actually are, it's a surprise right now that they're up and blooming like this. We're northern people, and we're pushing the limits on most of our plants. And a lot of what you see blooming are annuals that love the cool day temperatures and just above freezing night temperatures around here. And today I went on a special trek to see if anything else out there was blooming a little abnormally.
And what'd you find?
Roses. We found roses in January in flower.
Maybe not corsage worthy?
Not corsage worthy.
If you're really cheap.
Yeah, but they're still blooming out here. It's amazing. It's a favorite time for a gardener.
All right, so the bulbs are going to be fine. I'm getting a lot of pictures. People telling me, here come the daffodils. We don't have to add any mulch on top of those or anything. Just they're going to be good.
They're going to be just fine. It's not going to affect the bloom power at all. There might be a little bit of off color or yellowing on the tips that are showing from a little bit of sun or winter burn, but it will not affect the flowers at all.
All right, so we're keeping it green today, but we're about to make it white. Heather, you ready for some snow?
Yeah, yeah, I am.
And the snow actually won't be too bad for the plants. We'll talk about why that's the case coming up in a few minutes. Back to you, Alan and Linda.
Our warm weather is causing some seasonal confusion because the plants are starting to bud, and this is January.
Maybe you have some in your yard. ABC 7 meteorologist Mike Kaplan is live at the Chicago Botanic Garden in Glencoe. What should we do, Mike?
Well, you know, we talk about yard work in January that's usually centered around snow and ice removal, not on gardening. But this has been no usual winter so far. And as we pointed out at the beginning of the broadcast, things are coming up out of the ground that we don't typically see right now. And Heather Sherwood, we're here in the English Walled Garden at the CBG. What is this greenery coming up here? And you were telling me that's not supposed to happen in January.
No, this is a penstemon, and it's popping out of the ground. And normally I wouldn't cut this back, and it'd be nice and insulated with snow cover, but we don't have that right now. So it's so warm, I have to get out and garden again. And we're going to cut everything back and mulch it immediately. Don't leave anything uncovered because we are still supposed to get snow, right?
Yes, we are going to be getting some snow. So you actually want to cut the penstemon back now?
Yes, we want to cut everything back, kind of clear it out nicely and neatly. And then about 3 inches of mulch on top.
Okay, and you've got some mulch here. And, you know, are folks still able to go to a local garden center and get mulch this time of year?
Hopefully. Hopefully that would be the best. And I think most places do, but a lot of times it gets frozen in the bags in there. So you got to be a little bit wary of that. But 3 inches of nice, beautiful mulch helps against evaporation in the wintertime with beautiful sunny days like we had today. Moisture's really getting pulled out of the soil right now. Evergreens always really need a drink at this time of year, too. These January warm-ups really start pushing plant material out of the ground.
All right, if you can't get this done tomorrow before the snow comes on Thursday, you want to remind people, don't put the mulch on top of snow.
Yeah, 6 inches of snow or more, actually about 4 inches of snow, and the mulch won't melt the snow, and it'll be an ice layer, and it actually will cause more damage than good. So it's better just to leave all the plants down and wait until March, the normal time, to do spring cleanup.
We'll talk a little bit more about some strange things blooming here at the CBG in about 15, 20 minutes. Alan and Linda, back to you. Hey there, Linda and Alan. We're out here with Heather Sherwood talking about this strange winter that we've had and the effect that it's been having on plants, and you found something else that is blooming unusually early.
Yeah, this is a viburnum, and it smells divine, and it's got these white flowers out here. And then also we have the English wall gardener's favorite flower, the hellebore, down here. It blooms usually in February for us, and it's January. It's in full, glorious flower.
That is gorgeous. That's also known as a Christmas rose?
Yes, it is. Linton Christmas rose.
Why?
I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you.
I knew I could stump on that one. But again, we just want to remind people there is nothing unusual or threatening to these plants that are coming up early. They're going to be fine.
They're just fine. Usually this thing blooms underneath in the snow and we don't even get to enjoy it. Now we get to enjoy it.
And then we're going to cover it with some snow on Thursday.
Well, just a little bit, you know.
Just a little bit. We'll see. Getting around on Thursday may be tough. Plan accordingly. I think both morning and afternoon rush hours are going to be affected by this. 7-day forecast showing one more warm day in the hopper. 50 coming up tomorrow. Get out and do some gardening if you want, because you're going to be shoveling or maybe snow blowing here on Thursday. I think 3 to 6 inches of snow likely, especially from the city and points north, followed by some very cold weather. We've had a great time keeping it green in a very unusual time of year here in early January at the CBG. Hope you've enjoyed the tips. Heather, thanks a lot. Back to you guys inside.